What's up, Guinness fam? It's Peter here from North Acton. I'm here to talk about my journey, about what it took to get me to where I'm at the moment. So I was born and raised in Norway. Did my military service there and started hitting the gym. Then I came to the UK to study. I did electronic and computer engineering at the Uni of Surrey. And I kept hitting the gym there as well. Been hitting the gym since. Try and do that about 5 days a week now.
What was your big inspiration to start gym?
Yeah, I had an older brother who was always into sports and he started hitting the gym. And I just looked at him like he was getting the gains and stuff, so I thought, yeah, let me get on that as well. So yeah.
So you say your brother was your inspiration?
Yeah, definitely. So people always ask me about my arms, so especially my triceps. I guess that's the most prominent feature of me, so that's what they ask about. Sometimes I get asked about abs as well, not in the winter though, because I'm bulking, but in the summer. So yeah, just tell them about, it's all down to diet and stop just trying to do the sit-ups and concentrate on eating your salad and cutting the carbs.
Is that what you say would mainly give you the big arms, the diet?
Well, for arms, I found that doing a separate arm day where I hit arms hard in addition to pull and push days have helped getting those extra gains. So before I used to just hit triceps on chest day and biceps on back day, but now I do a separate arm day where I go hard on the arms in addition to that, and I found that gave me a lot more results. Yeah, I think if someone had told me what supplements work and what supplements are shit, that would have been good advice, because when you start gymming, you end up going through loads of supplements that don't work. But there's a few of them that actually work, and if I'd listened to that. So at the moment I just take protein, and that's the only thing I take. So mainly I just take protein. I take protein in the morning, before and after the gym, but also before and after the gym I have some sugary fruit like banana or pineapple, just to get those energy stores up. So apart from protein, I don't really take anything. I've tried creatine. I found that giving me some results, but at the moment, I'm just taking protein.
Which protein are you taking?
So I use MyJourney at the moment, vanilla blend, their whey protein. I find it's quite good. It doesn't bloat me, and it's given me good results. I think the biggest challenge in terms of gym is that I injured my lower back a few years back, and since I haven't really been able to do heavy squats or deadlifts or anything like that. I've been trying to do it and I just get that twinge in my back and injure myself again. So I found that doing other exercises that I can do without injuring my back has helped me. So instead of doing heavy squats, I do heavy lunges, heavy split squats, which I find don't injure my back in the same way. So it's all about adapting. So if you have setbacks or injuries, work around them. If you need to rest, rest. If you can find other exercises to do meanwhile, do that. I find that quite useful. I'll probably be pizza, I would just eat pizza all day, every day. Probably get sick of it, but that's one thing I miss when I'm on my diet, when I'm cutting, and when I'm cutting carbs.
Is there a certain brand? Is there a certain type of pizza? What's your favorite? What's your go-to pizza?
Any pizza, but I do like Pizza Express. I like meat feasts as well. Like any meat on that pizza, all good.
A lot of calories in those, ain't there?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, serious bulk on that.
Yeah. My favorite exercise will have to be, I think, lat pull down. Just like the way it feels on the back. I like to open with that on my back day, just to stretch that back out. My least favourite exercise is probably squats. yeah, because of my injury, basically. That's the only reason. I do like training legs, but squats is just a no-no for me.
So what do you tend to do? Just leg presses now?
I do split squats and I do lunges with the barbell, so heavy lunges, walking lunges as well. I feel they hit like every part of the leg. And those are good replacements for the squat. So I like listen to music, like go on concerts, that kind of thing. Also, I just like going gym.
Just love the gym.
Let me think. Yeah, I like traveling. I like to travel in Europe and outside of Europe. Whenever I get a chance to go somewhere, basically, I'll take that chance. Also like eating, if you can call that a hobby.
What's your diet like when you travel though? Because it is difficult when you're traveling and you're seeing all this amazing food in all these different countries and you're thinking, hold on, this is going to affect my training.
Yeah.
How do you approach that?
So I'm one of those annoying guys who will bring like a box of protein bars or like protein shake with me on holiday. So I will go out there and eat whatever, but throughout the day I'll have my shakes and trying to keep it low carb. Also, instead of taking taxis everywhere, I walk a lot on holidays. So I feel that, you know, that keeps the fat off the belly if you just take the chance to walk or cycle, whatever, on holiday.
So would you say that is the secret then? The secret to a good physique is just trying to resist the carbs and just having a low carb intake, no matter the season?
I think that, yeah, carbs, I think that's the main thing for me. I think that's the main thing.
Do you not get tired easily?
No, I do feel if you don't go too extreme with it, then it works in your favour. Obviously, you need some carbs if you eat good carbs like brown rice, vegetables, fruit and that. But I try and cut pasta, potatoes, bread, white bread and all of that stuff. And I still feel I got enough energy to do 1 or even 2 sessions a day sometimes.
Do you tend to weigh your food out?
No, I don't count calories or anything like that. I just eat whatever.
But really try to minimize the carbs.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
I think listening to music that inspires you while you train, that makes a big difference to me. So if you got like a favorite artist or a favorite track, that definitely makes me kick out the extra rep or the extra set and gives me that extra inspiration, even when I'm having a down day. So yeah, I think that's a good thing. If you got some music you like, keep on in the gym when you're banging gym.
Who would you say inspires you the most in terms of in the gym world? Who's your inspiration? Who do you look up to and think, wow, this person has done great with where they've taken their physique, or you love what they're about? Just anyone who inspires you.
There's not anyone in particular, but I do think, for example, Simeon Panda, he's done a lot with his physique. He's taken it to the next level. Obviously, he's got a sick physique, but he's also obviously got a good business mind. You can see that by where he's taken his brand. So I do admire him in that sense. Long-term goal is just keep improving, trying to be the best version of me that I can be. So get some extra gains, be more cut this year than last year. I'm not trying to compete or anything like that. I just do it for myself basically, just to see a better version of myself than last year. So that's pretty much it, I think.
Nice. Do you feel people are doing enough to begin their gym journeys? Do you think a lot of people are being lazy? And if so, what do you think is really stopping people from beginning their physical journey and reaching their full potential?
I don't think people are being lazy. I think people let stuff in their life come in the way, which is natural. There's always stuff that comes up in life that means you can't train that week or that month or whatever. But I think the key is to just make it part of your life, regardless of what you're going through. Just make it, just like you're going to work, just hit the gym, make it part of your rhythm, and then, you know, that means you go gym through the hard times and the good times. It might even help you through hard times as well. So I think people need to learn that, and in that way they'll keep their gym consistent and see the results that they want to see. So it's Peter here. I just told you about MyJourney. So remember to hashtag MyJourney when you're wearing your Gainers Club belt, and you could be next.